Good evening. I'm Rafa Sarg. Welcome to the very first episode of 3870 Today, Rotary International District 3870's monthly news broadcast. In each episode, you'll get updates from district leaders, hear inspiring Rotary stories, and see features from Rotary clubs from all over 3870. We're here at our virtual studio where all the magic happens. Let's take a look at what we have in store for you today. On our very first episode of 3870 Today, starting the year right, District Governor John Mark Saraga kicks off the new Rotary year in earnest with the theme Serve to Change Lives. He is joined by district leaders in our virtual theater as they take their oaths of service. Tree for Tomorrow. That's TREE. Rotarians from all over District 3870 bring in the new year with a tree growing project to commemorate Rotary International's latest area of focus, environment. Discover New Horizons. 2022 takes Rotary to Houston, Texas, where there are no limits to what can be discovered. We'll take a closer look at what Rotary International President Shaker Mehta has in store for us. Online, on time. New year, new look. The district website got a makeover, and you get to see the big reveal right here on 3870 Today. Chada Dire. The Rotary International District 3870 convention takes us back to Cagayan de Oro. There's always more to see and learn in the city of Golden Friendship. And finally, make the news. District Public Image Chair Batin Rabanera shares how to get featured on 3870 Today. Want to see your club on our stream? We'll get to that later. Tonight, we begin with District Governor John Mark Saraga in his first ever address as governor. Let's head to the virtual theater to hear his inaugural speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, the District Governor for Rotary International District 3870, John Mark Saraga.
Fellow Rotarians of Rotary International District 3870. It is not only a pleasure, but perhaps the most significant moment in my life to be with you here this evening, as together we prepare to take on the leadership of our district. It has been a tough year. With the COVID-19 pandemic, we are living through a crisis the likes of which the world has not seen in over a century. It is not merely a health crisis. It is also an economic crisis, an education crisis, an inequality crisis, and so much more. It has been a tough year, but I cannot help but feel optimistic. Throughout this pandemic, we have faced social isolation, disrupted work and family routines, food insecurity, economic instability, and a surge of mistrust of public institutions and leaders. Yet, at the same time, we have seen incomparable generosity and incredible solidarity across clubs and across communities. In Rotary, we are empowered to confront some of the world's most critical and widespread humanitarian issues. The pandemic has shown the world what we can accomplish when we come together to tackle a shared goal. Others are now coming to embrace the values we have promoted since the beginning. That is why I am hopeful. The way we have approached service in the last year is proof of one thing. The world is changing. Rotary is changing. Our vision is sharpening. Our passion, our understanding, our drive, all of these are expanding. During the next few months, you and I will work to better understand the joy and intricacies of membership in Rotary, including the challenges it brings. Perhaps in the past, we may have spoken about how we could have done things differently or how we might change for the better. Now, we both have the privilege and the responsibility of doing just that. I know that you are thinking of what you might be able to change. I'll tell you, change lives. Hopeful as I am, I ask you, I implore you, serve to change lives. Change the lives of your parents, our friends, our spouses, our children, our club members, and the lives of members of the communities we serve. The possibilities are endless. However, our time is limited. We have 1 year, 365 days. That makes every action we take all the more precious. The drive to accomplish something, to do good, to create lasting change, all for the greatest number of people, becomes stronger. We have only one chance at our lives, and we will have one chance at the 2021-22 Rotary year. Time is so short and there is so much to be done. I will ask much of you in the days and months ahead. No, let me rephrase that. I will ask for more. Do more and grow more. Do more as in more impactful service projects, and grow more as in increasing our membership and expanding the participation. There will be hurdles along the way. We want to bring in younger members, but we do not want to alienate the senior members who form the backbone of our clubs, or disregard them when they are still doing so much. We want to motivate Rotarians to participate in more activities beyond the club level, but we do not want to overwhelm them by demanding too much of their time or their resources. We want to encourage members to contribute to the Rotary Foundation, but we know that if we ask for too much or too insistently, we will drive them away. Then there is the added concern of the pandemic. We want to carry out projects like we used to, but we do not want to risk the lives of our members or the lives of the people we serve. There is no easy solutions to these problems, yet somehow they must be solved, and we are the ones who must solve them. You know what your clubs need. You know what your members need. You know their strengths and you know their weaknesses. You are the ones who will help us go forward. We are all too aware that we cannot talk about Rotary the way we did 100 years ago and still expect it to grow. We live in a new reality now. It is time for us to seek out fresh opportunities, to embrace innovative ideas, and take calculated risks. We must create more paths to leadership, welcome new voices, and simplify how we operate. Let's start with membership. President Shikar's priority is to grow membership. The logic is simple. The more Rotarians and Rotaractors engage in Rotary service, the more good we can do in the world. Membership is at the heart of our organization. These days, when our movement is limited, clubs should take this opportunity to look inward By growing our clubs, we are strengthening our ability to do good. In this way, recruitment becomes a major project in itself. Membership becomes a form of community service. By sharing Rotary with others, you become a change maker, as you will forever change the lives of each person that you make a Rotarian. We should prioritize adopting successful models of transition of Rotary actors into Rotary, realizing the value of new club models, focusing on diversity, and ensuring a 10% or more net growth. We need to make Rotary more contemporary and adaptable, emphasizing partnerships with the government and corporations, expanding our reach by partnering with specialized organizations, and investing in technology. The new focus on branding is necessary. We need to reposition our image, which has faded considerably in many parts of the district. We need to mend the disconnect between how people in our communities see Rotarians and how we see ourselves. Lastly, we need to emphasize the importance of the Rotary Foundation. The foundation has tremendous potential. In the last year alone, District 3870 was able to facilitate over $270,000 in grants. That equates to a neonatal intensive care unit, a human milk bank, a blood bank enhancement, a training center, and many more life-changing initiatives of our clubs. Your gifts to the foundation work. Our imminent victory against polio is proof of that. When Rotary first made the promise to eradicate polio over 25 years ago, there were 125 endemic countries. More than 1,000 children were being paralyzed every single day. Today, there are 2. From 125 to 2. Your gifts, no matter how small, matter. The Rotary Foundation transforms your gifts into projects that advance Rotary's goal both locally and around the world. When you give to the foundation, you help clubs create sustainable solutions that leave a lasting impact. When you give, you change lives. It is a tall order. I ask for your faith, your commitment, your patience, and your understanding. These new concepts will require familiarization and practice. We must foster a culture of change, innovation, flexibility, and creativity to respond to the changing times. We are often discouraged when the work we put in does not produce immediate results. But take heart. We will learn together. You are not in this alone. You have your club's support as well as that of Rotary International District 3870. I think the best thing any district governor can do for his district is to leave it stronger than he inherits it. To succeed, we have to look past ourselves, beyond our year as district leaders, into the long term. I often ask myself, what could I do for my district that will still be going, still be moving, and still be changing lives for the better, long after I leave office? In Rotary, we know it does not matter who thought of it or who gets the credit, because our motto is service above self. In the end, it is not about us, it is about the work that gets done. I would also like to take this opportunity to remember our fellow Rotarians and friends who cannot be with us today. Let us celebrate their successes and build upon them. But let us remember, as we carry out our activities, the safety and well-being of all organizers and participants is always of paramount importance. You have 1 year to lead the clubs of our district and make a difference in the lives of others. My fellow Rotarians, this will be the challenge that we will embrace together. It will be what I ask of you, and it will be the theme that will guide us. Serve to change lives. And now, fellow Rotarians, I now present to you the officers of Rotary International District 3870. District officers, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, having been appointed as district officer
Having been appointed as district officer
of Rotary District 3870
of Rotary District 3870
for the Rotary year 2021-2022,
for the Rotary year 2021-2022,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
to faithfully and willingly discharge
and willingly discharge
the duties and responsibilities of my office
the duties and responsibilities of my office,
fully conscious of the important obligations
fully conscious of the important obligations
which I have voluntarily committed to assume,
which I have voluntarily committed to assume.
I further swear to uphold and defend
I further swear to uphold and defend
the Constitution of Rotary International,
the Constitution of Rotary International,
ever putting into practice Rotary's motto,
ever putting into practice Rotary's motto,
service above self,
service above self,
and applying the four-way test
and applying the four-way test
as the basis of all my actions and actuations,
as the basis of all my actions and actuations,
to help advance the object of Rotary,
to help advance the object of Rotary,
giving emphasis to this year's theme,
giving emphasis to this year's theme,
serve to change lives.
serve to change lives.
All this I pledge and promise
All these I pledge and promise
to do and observe to the best of my ability,
to do and observe to the best of my ability,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Governor John Mark, and to the rest of the Changemaker team. It is going to be a very interesting year. Next up, the Rotary Clubs of Rotary International District 3870 address environmental degradation and global climate change with Tree for Tomorrow. TREE stands for Taking Responsibility for Earth and Environment. The project was put forth by District Governor John Mark Saraga to commemorate Rotary International's newest area of focus, supporting the environment.
This is something to celebrate. The environment is everybody's concern. I'm looking forward to the 1,400 trees that are going to be planted today.
With so many cities and municipalities imposing strict restrictions for public gatherings, Governor John Mark has challenged clubs in the district to be more innovative and creative in carrying out their projects. And the clubs are proving that they are up to the challenge.
Our club will be conducting a mangrove planting project in line with the Rotary Year as part of our commitment to our district. With strong support from our club, we always believe that the success of this activity can be achieved by working together with one team, serve to change lives. The Rotary Club of Iligan South conducting several environmental activities in the past, but this year, mangrove tree planting is different from the previous years since we are focusing on our coastal rehabilitation. In terms of the geographical location of Iligan, commercial and industrial development is situated along the coastline, and having the mangrove as our natural barrier against tidal surge will eventually help our barangays and mitigate the adverse and disastrous impact to our community. Given the vast area of this activity, our participants from different stakeholders is already enough to observe social distancing. Adding the fact that this is an open field which is safer for the virus contamination. With the new norm, safety protocol will be strictly observed, such as social distancing, wearing face masks, and constant hand washing and sanitizing.
We as an agency, which is one of their mandate is the environment, to help us identify the area and the tree that is suitable to that place. Before the activity, there is a short orientation on the importance of carrying out this project, the tree planting. It is different from other years because this project, the environment, is done simultaneously in the whole club of District 3870.
For this year, we provide each member with seedlings which they will plant at their backyard anytime on July 1 with their families. We also provide a small tarpaulin that says, "I am planting my tree for tomorrow." And as required by the district, we will document the event and we will post it in our respective social media accounts. While we do not do it together this year in one location, we will still do it together, but in the safety of our own backyards. Our common plant variety and the tarpaulin will unite us in this activity. But unlike in the past year, I think the way we do tree growing this year is more fulfilling because now, since the trees are at our backyard, we will really see it grow and we are able to nurture it every day until it bears fruit. We will literally see the fruits of our labor.
Hi! So I'm going to carry out this project with a very big practice of precautions and minimal PPE. So we're going to have a tree planting in small groups, and of course, I'm going to ask my members to have an individual tree planting in their garden or in their backyard or in their farm if they have one. So this year is different. It's because that um, it's still in the midst of pandemic. So we're going to have a different um, way of tree planting and doing activities, especially in the public. So more or less, we're going to have in smaller groups, and most of the time, we'll do it in a virtual way of tree planting, of course.
The Rotary Club of Midsayap and the Rotary Club of West Cagayan de Oro built on past projects to ensure sustainability.
It's quite hard this year, no? So we had to brainstorm for several weeks with the incoming club officers. So after 2 weeks of brainstorming with the incoming club officers, we have strategized a innovative and creative way on how to do it. We have decided that the tree planting site, the ceremonial tree planting site, will be at a farm of a Rotarian. Incidentally, this farm also, the location of this farm it's located in a barangay that the Rotary of Misaya have already adapted to become a Rotary community in the past years. So we think that it is fitting that we start this year, Rotary year, in this site because this has been our, what we call a Rotary community already. So what we have decided is only 5 to 8 Rotarians will be allowed to plant in the site itself, just for the ceremonial opening. We have made sure that these Rotarians do not belong to the vulnerable group. However, the rest of the Rotarians who indicated their willingness to join the launching, we will be distributing the rest of the seedlings to them. And they will be planting these seedlings to their respective backyards together with their family. So basically, this launching activity, we can a bayanihan, which is a very beautiful Filipino tradition that we would like to implement, especially in this time of pandemic. Definitely, this is a very special time, a very difficult and special time comparing to previous years, because the Rotarians in the previous years are used to go out and reach out to other people so that we can be felt more, we can be heard more. However, in this time of pandemic, we are limited. Our actions are limited. That's why we have to be very careful. Should be very careful that our members should not be put into harm or anything like that.
The Rotary Club of West Cagayan de Oro officially and consistently supports Rotary International's one of the 7 areas of focus, which is environmental protection. The collaboration started in 2012. We dubbed the project 10,000 Trees in 10 Sundays in partnership and collaboration with the academe, private sector, cause-oriented groups, and of course, LGU Balubal. The 10,000 Trees and 10 Sundays project is not only limited to tree planting. This includes sustainable and continuous project for at least 10 Sundays, which now includes tree caring, tree growing activities. To make sure that the trees continues to survive, we wanted to have a memorandum of agreement, and we got one with the local government unit of Balubal, Cagayan de Oro City. We made sure that the trees planted are in a very safe place. Hence, we call this the Protected Balubal Tree Park Project. Now in its 10th year, look at how the trees have grown, and look at these greeneries, and look at how our environment has been protected in a sense that it started as just one little project 10 years ago. My fellow Rotarians and friends, this is our accomplishment.
Rotary District 3870 is encouraging clubs to conduct projects responsibly during these times.
This pandemic has really redefined the way we do things in a lot of ways. But that shouldn't stop us from still doing what we are called to do as Rotarians, which is service above self. And an important part of the service that we do to the community is to ensure that we do not contribute to the spread of COVID-19.
To see more of Tree for Tomorrow, look up #Tree4Tomorrow and #EachOnePlantOne on Facebook and Instagram. There is so much to look forward to this year, including an out-of-this-world adventure. The host of the 2022 Rotary International Convention is the city that took us to the moon and back. Let's see what they have in store for us in Space City.
We are excited to invite you to 2022 Rotary International Convention, Houston, Texas.
There are no limits to what can be discovered.
Our horizons are changing, but we remain resilient.
Because it's in our nature to break down barriers.
To explore the vast world of ideas, culture, and experiences.
The very things that give us new meaning to life.
So what better time than now to take action?
And push the boundaries of what's possible.
To join forces and do something that revitalizes the spirit.
Form connections that broaden our worldview. Share our passion for service with other leaders.
And become inspired to do great things along the way.
Let's take on new horizons and see what's possible.
Because our potential has no limits.
Discover new horizons at the 2022
Rotary International Convention in Houston, Texas.
Come, let's discover new horizons at the 2022 Rotary International Convention, Houston, Texas.
Things are looking up with the promotions for the 2022 convention. That's one small step for 3870 and one giant leap for Rotarians everywhere. Coming up, District Secretary Gus Rodano walks us through the new and improved district website. Stay tuned.
Good evening, fellow Rotarians. I'm glad to introduce to you our district website. And you can find our website at www.rotary3870.org. Now let me share the screen with you and I can walk you through some of the features that I'm sure a lot of you would really enjoy going through. So this is our website, our homepage, and here you will see the latest pictures covering the district. And on the left side, you will see here the number of zones and the number of cities and municipalities, as well as our number of members in the district. And I think it's pretty interesting in the sense that you will see here a summary of the figures of the district, and over time, maybe we'll be updating this. And of course here you'll also be seeing a link of the governor's letter, and below that actually is where you can see the district events and activities. And the ones here with the red marked calendar, are events that have already been done. So there are a few or a couple of events that we've yet to see, and this will be the launching of the Tree for Tomorrow on the 1st of July, as well as our upcoming district membership webinar on the 7th of August. Now, if you scroll further down, this is a form where people who might be interested to join Rotary will be able to input their name, their mobile number, their email, the city where they are based in, and of course the date before they submit. And as soon as the district gets this, we will refer this to clubs who are the best match for this person who is interested in Rotary. And moving on to our Rotary stories. Here is where everybody in the district can actually upload their activities and events. And so at the moment, these are just some of the samples. We will replace them as soon as we have activities uploaded and submitted by all the clubs in the district. And that's you. And if you click on here, this is how you can submit your Rotary story. And as soon as you click on that, you'll be taken to a form where you can actually just select, drop down, select your club, state you submitted this, and then first, when you had your activity, the project title, as well as your partners, and whether you have how many beneficiaries you have, the value of donated goods and services, total volunteer hours, as well as which area of focus your project falls under. And of course, it's best if you can actually add a brief description to your project to summarize what the project is all about. And below here, you can see that you can actually add a maximum of 5 pictures with a maximum image size of 5 MB each. And as soon as you upload all of that, you can then submit. Click submit, and your Rotary story will be submitted to the district. Now, please keep in mind, if you have videos, your project, you can actually insert them below the brief description of project. And when you do that, hopefully you have already uploaded your videos to YouTube or some other links where you'll be able to access and download your photos, your videos, your event. Alright, so I hope you are all excited with all the features you've seen so far. And I think this would be very simple and helpful to you to feature a lot of your club's activities and events. And it's so very, very easy to upload these to the district website. So let's proceed to the other parts of our district website. And here we are at the events and activities page, and you will actually see all the past, present, and the upcoming activities of the district. So as more and more activities are uploaded or posted, you will see here all the calendar. So you will know what to expect, what activities that's involves your club on a district level. And that's as simple as that, actually. So let's not stay long on this section. Let's proceed to our leaders, as I'm sure all of you are very, very interested to find out. So here, of course, our very own District Governor, John Mark Saraga, and his brief bio. And you can see here all the pictures of our executive committee, all the officers of our district, all the way down to various district chairs, of course, district officers, and let's just go through it. You can also see the pictures of our assistant governors, so we can actually now, for some of you who are not so familiar with the officers in the district, you can now put a face to the name of your AG and other district officers. And here you can also see the pictures of our club presidents for the Rotary year 2021-2022. So if there are any changes, of course, there are to the information or picture, please let us know. And of course, we will not post here any other personal information like your contact details or address, because you want to protect your personal information. And moving on, let's proceed to the club directory. And here you can see actually a map of the Philippines and where District 3870 is situated. And of course, all the various places that District 3870 is composed of: Bukidnon, Misamis Oriental, Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, Sultan Kudarat, Maguindanao, Jamaican Island, and of course again Oro City. And of course, they are all sorted by zones. So for Zone 1, again, the Oro City, all the clubs, what time they meet, what day, and of course the current president. And if you let us know, we can actually add here a link to your Facebook page. And if you have a website of your own, we can also put your website link here so that people can actually have a better accessibility to your club's events and activities and whatever information you want to share to the general public. And of course, to other fellow Rotarians in the district or outside the district. And of course, for Zone 2, here are all the other clubs also. Proceeding to Zone 3 and up to Zone 4. Right, so this is a summary of our club directory. And moving on to the resources page, I'm sure a lot of you will be very, very happy to know that they are very, very easy to download. Now, a lot of the information you might need, starting from Rotary Club Central, a lot of details are support contact info, to how to update club details, and any other information pertaining to membership. You can also download these to help you out. And public image, as well as the Rotary Foundation, which is a reference guide for you. And for those who need to continue developing your strategic planning, if you haven't done it already, you can actually get some pretty important and helpful information here. You can download directly. And of course, all the video links. So you can actually watch all these videos on demand, as these are already uploaded in our district channel on YouTube. So you can actually watch them. And if you want to review some of the information that has been covered during our PETs, you can access them here. And I guess that about covers it. A very brief walkthrough to our district website. And if you think about it, I'm sure all of you will be interested to know that we'll be adding a few more features over time as we go into our Rotary year. And I'm sure you will also see here later on a link to the Governor's Monthly Letter, digital edition, and a few other things also that you might find helpful. So I guess that about covers it. And I hope you found that helpful and interesting, and I look forward to working with all of you this coming July 1st and the rest of the Rotary year. Thank you very much, and pleasant day to each and everyone.
New site, new style. and an easier experience for Rotarians all over the district. www.rotary3870.org. Right on the heels of 2 CDO We Go, 3870 heads back to Cagayan de Oro with CHADA, District Conference Chairman Tony Boy Fernandez and Promotions Chair Bong Butasla give us a sneak peek at what's in store for us at CHADA 2022.
The crisis is very, very clear. COVID-19 is spreading all throughout the country.
It's the voice that is calling us to be as one. A sound that reaches far and wide for everyone. It's our strong commitment to change the world. We come together and we'll be heard.
We always persevere despite the odds. And in 2022, we will once again show that when we come together, nothing is impossible. When we are united, we are strong. And when we are one, we are unstoppable. We are CHADA.
CHADA did it with you and me. Together people when we're in CDO. CHADA did it with you and me. Together people when we're in CDO. Can't wait to see you in CDO.
To all our fellow Rotarians, we are just ecstatic to welcome you to the City of Golden Friendship on March 25, 26, and 27, 2022. It will be an amazing event to celebrate the many wonderful things that make us proud and strong, men and women for others. A chance to further fortify our commitment to bring help where it's needed most and revitalize our zeal to do more and be more as one strong District 3870. See you all in Cagayan de Oro in 2022. Kini CHADA.
CHADA, it's so much fun. And the party's just begun. CHADA did it with you and me. Together people when we're in CDO. CHADA did it with you and me. Together people when we're in CDO. Can't wait to see you in CDO. Can't wait to see you in CDO.
Together we go to the CDO, CHADA Gibdere. We'll bring you more information on the 2022 District Conference as it becomes available. To close our show, let's hear from Public Image Chair Batin Ravanera about how to get featured on 3870 today.
If you would like to get featured on 3870 today, all you have to do is visit our website at www.rotary3870.org and head to our Rotary Stories page. Once you're there, scroll to the bottom of the page. There you will find a button that says, click here to submit your club's Rotary story. It's that simple. All submissions are forwarded to the communications team, which ensures that Rotary Stories see print in the Governor's monthly letter or is featured on 3870 today. Remember that our deadline is on the 20th of every month so that you make the cutoff for submissions. We're all looking forward to your Rotary stories, so don't forget to submit.
So what did you think of the show? Let us know in the comments, or better yet, tag us in the post at Rotary3870 and hashtag 3870 today. Don't forget to check out the website at www.rotary3870.org and the first issue of the District Governor's Monthly Letter, which is out today. This is Rafa Saraga, and I'll see you next time for another account of 3870 Today. Good evening.